Welcome to Smart Health One-on-One. Thank you for joining me on this brief system overview. Smart Health One-on-One is a remote home patient monitoring platform designed for the management of chronic conditions. The user interface we're about to explore contains real-time testing data that can be viewed throughout our platform by population or per patient. Our Smart Health connected lineup consists of the following: glucose monitors, blood pressure monitors, weight scales, pulse oximeters, ECG monitors, pedometers, and many more to come. All of our devices will connect and store the data in an easy-to-read charts, graphs, and reports. Security of this data is trusted to a HIPAA-compliant server. Data is also encrypted in three ways: at rest, disk, before and after retrieval, which is only decrypted by the application itself. I'm now going to log in to the clinician side of Smart Health. Right away, when you're taken in to Smart Health, you're taken in by default to the expectations page. Expectations are your monitoring values that you'll create for the population of your patients or customize them to a patient itself. You'll see on the right-hand side of the screen, you have an option to create a new rule. You have different type of monitoring rules that you can create. You have a vital, two type of adherence, which is a time adherence that's specifically to a specific time that you're supposed to make a measurement by. Adherence, which is looked at more at a daily adherence. Trending, which is looking for trending patterns. And a reminder, which is a simple pop-up reminder that you can use for medication or logging into a reminder to begin remote patient monitoring sessions. Let's click the vitals. All our monitoring rules create a rule name, a notification method. You can then select the reading type you're going to create the expectation for. So I can choose anything from glucose, systolic, diastolic, heart rate, temperature, weight. Let's choose glucose. You now have the option of choosing the condition. You can choose greater than, less than, or in range. In range is a great way to choose a reinforcement educational message to the patient that has done a good job for staying within a certain condition. Greater than can be chosen if you want to evaluate something that's a little higher than you really would want it to be. Once you choose a condition, you're taken into the value. I went ahead and chose 300. The software will now go out and look for, did I look for glucose for a greater than 300? So if I receive a measurement for, I can choose the population of my patients or customize it for just one individual. It's going to look for and give me the options. If glucose was greater than 300 for this individual patient, Victor, it will notify me, or I can also have it notify the reading owner, which is the patient, Victor. I have 4 types of notification that I can be alerted with: email, voice, SMS, and inbox. Each user account that is created has their personalized inbox that can be viewed throughout our platform. That inbox alerts a smartphone user or a tablet user by push notification. You also have the option of choosing all 4 methods if you want to be notified in that method. Or you can just leave it down to just being notified to one. Once that monitoring role is created, the software will begin to evaluate that individual user, and each time the glucose is greater than 300, will notify them on the method I chose. Time adherence. Time adherence goes to the same sequence of events. You create your role name, your notification method, your reading types that you're going to evaluate. But now it's going to give you to pick a specific time. I'm going to go ahead and choose 7 a.m. I'm also going to choose that I want this just for one user. And I'm going to choose that I want to be notified via SMS. The software will now expect individual patient Victor to receive a glucose between 7 a.m. and 7:59 a.m. There's a 59-minute buffer zone that will allow that individual user to test at that appropriate time. At exactly 8 a.m., the software will send that notification to me, Dr. Smarthealth, via SMS. If I chose to want to add email, I will also receive now 2 notifications, one via SMS, the other one via email. That is how simple it is to use time adherence. The third one is adherence. You go through the same sequence of events of creating your role name, your notification method, the reading type, but now you see you have times per day. In here, you can choose 3 times. What users? Select the full population of the users or just an individual user. I want to now be notified via voice call. This is going to go out and look for at exactly midnight, did the individual patient or the population of the patients test at the appropriate 3 times per day? If they did not, a notification will be sent to me via a voice call, which is a pre-recorded message that has me log into Smarthealth to view my exception that was triggered for this individual patient. Trending. Each expectation that you create, you also have the ability under trending to use that and look for trending patterns. You go through the same sequence of events of creating your role name, your notification message, and now I have the option to view expectations that I have made. This one here, it's going to look for hyperglycemia critical range greater than or equal to 251. I have it notifying me via SMS or an email, Now I have the number of times that's been triggered. I can choose that I like to know if this has happened 2 times. And now you have a choice. Is it every hour you want to know? Every day you want to evaluate this? Every week or month? So this trending is a great way to use borderline hyperglycemia, borderline hypertension, expectations that you can create and not have it notify anybody. But the software still gives you the ability to choose that expectation. And now maybe you do want to be notified if it's happened 10 times in a particular week, a day, a month. So it's looking for that trending pattern and then choose the notification method that you want to be notified: inbox, SMS, voice, or email. You can also always set notifications that are different from you, the care provider, versus the patients. And the notify reading owners is the patients. That is the message they will receive. Notify me is the message you will receive, the care provider. Reminder. This reminder is simply a reminder. You choose the reminder name, the message, and now you choose the time that you want to be reminded at. You go in here and choose 7 a.m. I can choose to what users you want to be picked that want to be reminded. You can choose one or more of the population of your users. It can be a reminder to take medication at this particular time. You can add more times to be reminded, so it can be 7 a.m. and also 7 p.m. This reminder message is going to go out. It can be a reminder to eat a healthy breakfast. It can also have the options besides reminding the patient. You can also remind yourself to log into the software to see what's billable for your remote patient monitoring sessions. Once the reminder's in place, it simply will remind you in the method you chose to be reminded. Once the expectations are created, they're all stored under My Expectations. You have a filter. You can choose to filter them by the rule name that you've created, the rule type, and the reading type. Each one of them will show you what the monitoring rule you created, what it's used for. You also have a tab called Expectations Set by Others. Any one of your staff members that creates an expectation will be stored under Expectations Set by Others. At any time, you can also modify any of the expectations you created. Simply by hitting the little plus sign, it expands it to an edit mode. You can edit the role name, you can edit the condition and in the value, you can edit the notification, and you can also add also users. Hit the update anytime that you want to go ahead and have that updated. You can also delete that expectation. It's that simple, creating your expectations.